gon' talk. Tamaiya gon' talk about Tamaiya.
Hello. Welcome to the Tamaiya Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's episode is called Suppressed Rage. What is suppressed rage? Rage is when you've been mad, you've been holding in anger, you've been holding in resentment, you've been holding in pain, and it's turned into a Molotov cocktail of anger. And now you don't know how to get it out. You don't know what to do. You start pacing back and forth, calling people, drinking, hanging out, becoming someone you usually are not. Why? Because you have suppressed your rage, meaning you've buried it under your life, your livelihood, and everything you've become. But deep down inside, you're mad and you're angry. And that's why it comes out in awkward ways when you drink or you smoke or you have interactions with people that are unfavorable. It is your suppressed rage. So specifically dealing with myself, suppressing all of my anger and resentment towards everybody, but specifically people in my life who I felt caused a lot of pain and problems and anger. I realized you guys are a lot of the reason why I have a lot of suppressed energy. It's like, you know what? I want to cuss you out. I want to hit you. I want to see bad things happen to you, but I can't say it to you because you are in a position of power or because of who you are and my love or respect for you. So I had to suppress that, meaning I have to bury that. So it's a slap on the cheek, take my 77 slaps. But it's like, well, what happens when I want to hit you back? But I suppress that. But people believe because you suppress it that you're okay with it. No, I'm not okay with it. I suppressed it. So an example of that would be everything you do to me. Imagine I have a little composition notebook that fits in my palm. And every time you do something after you leave, I take it out and I put a tally mark. And let's say I put 16,000 tally marks in your book and I close it and I never say anything's wrong. It doesn't mean you don't have this book full of tally marks. It means I suppressed it and I put it here instead of inflicting that pain or harm or anger onto you. I suppressed it. But what happens one day when you do 16,001 and I get mad and I can't take it and I go off on you and or hurt you or have you hurt? Now that's when all 16,000 of those hits come to you and it's fatal because I suppressed the rage. Suppressing it is a problem. If you got it out every day or on the regular or once a week or once a month, just have the fight. If you need to cuss them out, cuss them out. You need to hit them, you need to hit them. It has to be a hard talk, have a hard talk, because that's a lot better than holding it in for years and decades. And now everybody wants to fight in the middle of the street and scream because you done held it in. It's suppressed. So it's like, if you're angry, be angry. And I had this happen in my family. I had the women in my family, they main ones, 2, 3, 4 times a year, have us all get into fights to the police level. And I'm like, what's happening? I thought we were all cool, happy. No, but you suppressed your rage. Don't suppress it. Say what it is. If you're mad, be mad. If you're happy, be happy. If it's cool, be cool. If there's a concern, be concerned. But don't suppress it. So talking about suppressed rage is why? Why do we keep saying to ourselves there's no problem? There's a big problem, but we don't want to talk about it. It's uncomfortable. It's awkward. We're ashamed. So which one is it? Are we uncomfortable? Is it awkward? Or are we ashamed? I think it's a combination. I think I'm uncomfortable. I think I'm awkward. And I think I'm ashamed. And that shame is the main part. Like, I don't want to talk about it, but I need to talk about it because that's the only way I'm going to heal and get better and connect with someone in a real way is if I can get it out and talk about it. Suppressing it is why things don't work, because here you are pretending to be okay. Now, meanwhile, you're hurt. We need to do a surgery. How do we get it out? I think support helps. I think people who understand you are important, finding the right friendships, finding your right circle, finding things that really make you happy. I was spending so much time with the wrong people, I didn't realize that wasn't good for me. I think when you've suppressed rage for a long time, you need to let people know I'm not normal. And what I've done is a big mess. And I wish I did it different because it's bad. I suppressed all this anger. I got it out through basketball. I got it out through music, through rapping, through men, through women, through all this. And it still didn't work. Why? Because I suppressed it. You can't suppress it. You have to let it out. You are enraged. You want to scream, yell, cry, and fight, and mainly cry. And that part is the real part when you don't realize, yeah, you were strong, but you had to be. Some of those things is outrageous and it took you to a place where you can't believe. So today's episode is just suppressed rage, how you coped with it. To me, I played basketball to the Division 1 level. I guess I was just trying to be Kobe Bryant, Mamba mentality, right? Super tough. But that's not the truth. You're still hurt. Yes, it's a way to get through it. Yes, it's a way to cope, but it doesn't heal you. The only way to heal yourself is to recognize, hey, there's something that's wrong. You've suppressed it. You wanted to tell people something, you didn't. You were mad at some things and you never ever let anybody know. Cool. But now you don't have to, because now we have a show that helps people who have to deal with suppressed rage, with pain, with anger, with resentment, with envy, with jealousy, with strife, and saying, you know what? I'm not proud of the outcomes in my life. I'm not proud of some of the things I've done. I'm not proud of the things that were done to me. And I don't want to suppress that rage anymore. I want to just start to deal with it. I want to start to cope in a better way and start to saying, you know, that's not who I should have been. Some of the people who I learned these behaviors from, specifically the women in my lives, especially the older women, you know, saying a lot of negativity. I know that's because that happened to you. So I hope that I don't do that, but we still have to make another generation tough, and they do need to push through, but we can't do it with resentment, anger, pain, and rage. Rage is a bad thing, especially when you can't control it. So just helping ourselves to think about it in a better way, start to heal, and start to just say, thank you for the people helping us come up out of that, be back who I'm supposed to be. I got lost out there. But, you know, forgiveness, love, compassion, and hope is definitely what we're supposed to be being about, and hoping we can find people who will help us get back to that. Thank you.
We gon' talk about it. Tamaiya. We gon' talk about it. Tamaiya. We gon' talk. Tamaiya gon' talk about it. We gon' talk. Tamaiya gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Tamaiya. We gon' talk about it. Tamaiya. We gon' talk. Tamaiya gon' talk about it. We gon' talk.